I'ma do what I do, try to keep up. Ain't no Atlanta, so get on my level.
Well, we're back.
Another round of the inside scoop.
Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to
What is that from?
It's from Hamilton.
Oh my god.
Have you seen?
You know Hamilton so much better than I do. I feel like
Really?
you can go into like Hamilton girly mode and I'm just like, I've only seen it once. I don't really listen to the music.
I don't know. Really? Okay.
No,
I don't know
no,
why.
never did.
Maybe it's the music teacher in me. Like I just have had so many people like quoting it back at me. But there's a trend right now on TikTok where it's the part where it's like almost the end of the show where he's like slipping out to do this duel and it's like someone dresses up as Hamilton and they're like trying to slip out their window where she's like, I've got an early meeting out of town, and someone dressed up as like Eliza and someone is Hamilton. And I've just been seeing random people. I'm like, why are people dressed up like Hamilton? But it's obviously a trend. Like, I don't know who started it.
I have not seen anything of that and I don't even know what you're referencing. So sorry.
I can't believe you don't know all this. Oh my gosh.
I somehow just like skipped the Hamilton phase. Like
That was when I was student teaching that it was really,
and I
really
think,
popular.
Like, your students were super into
and the
it.
kids would just be like, so this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at level with the hell catch. And they just go off.
Am I hallucinating? Didn't you, like your first day of student teaching, didn't you write like a hell introduction
no.
to yourself, but with Hamilton?
This is, if I can find the link, I think I put it on Facebook.
You totally made a video.
I did one of my first day of teaching. I did.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, not student teaching,
Oh,
but
okay.
teaching.
Okay, whatever.
I did a video introducing myself to the students. I'm the new teacher at Harbor Lights, but I was my maiden name, so it was like, yo, my name's Miss Brisky. Hope y'all gonna sing with me. I'm the new teacher at Harbor Lights, and I don't know whether the kids thought it was cool enough. I was like, I'm shooting my shot so hard right here, like new teacher, new grad.
Not giving away my shot, right?
I'm
not giving away
I am not throwing away
my
my
shot. Okay, see, I just made a reference. Be proud
I'm
of
just
me.
like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. Anyway, for all you Hamilton people, if you're not, you're like, I have no idea what these girls are talking
We
about
are
right now.
also, if you're watching or viewing, we are also just coincidentally wearing red, white, and blue. So
Red, white, and
how
blue.
very Hamilton.
Yeah, we are very founding father a little bit. We left our wigs.
I will
but-
never get over when people are like, what I think like my hair is gonna look like when I'm doing like a low pony, and
Oh
it's
my
like
gosh,
always a founding father.
yes!
I relate to that so hardcore, and I wore like low ponytails for so long when we were kids. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
That was like my go-to, was just like a low pony, and then looking back, I'm like,
yeah.
it's giving a little Abe Lincoln, like
When you're like,
giving.
when I wear my ponytail low, and I think I'm gonna look really cool and snatched, but instead,
Yep.
founding father.
Yeah.
It's not the
Nowadays I
vibe.
can only do a higher snatched pony.
I've seen a bunch
Or
of
bun.
things where it's like it's very interesting to see which level of slick
I've seen
back
that
bun
too, like low, medium, high, and it totally changes depending on
works for people's
face
face. Like,
structure.
and I need to do that and just take a picture and be like, which one? Because I want to do the slick back bun or slick back pony so bad, but I'm just like I don't want to do the founding father. I don't want to be founding
I do think
father.
it works best if you have like darker features of like darker eyebrows, darker lashes.
Maybe I'd have to do a little bit of like a darker like eyeshadow just to really like snatch it.
I mean, it's definitely a summer vibe. I do like it, but
okay.
I
You look nice with it.
Well, I mean, I like doing it. Sometimes I'm like, is this as cool as I think I look?
No, it is. You look really cool when you do
But I
it.
think the level of your bun depends on where your cheekbones kind of hit on your body. Like if you have a little higher cheekbone, I think having it higher
I have no doubt.
is good. If you have a little more rounder face, I think sometimes having like a more middle.
And also it's interesting, like,
Or more square,
the
like, a
difference
little
of
lower.
if you do a tiny bit of a part or not. So I just need a day where my hair
Yeah.
is dirty and I'm like, today is slick back bun 101, like high, medium, low. And I should just ask
force
people
it.
which is the one for me and have you
And
guys vote. So.
you can always ask me. I'll give you my real opinion.
Oh, I know that. You'd be like,
I'll be
this
like,
one is so founding
your face looks
father.
weird.
Don't do
Yeah.
this one.
Abe
But-
Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln, little Hamilton. But well, we're gonna get right into our twins and outs because
We
we've
have
got some
a
fun
lot
stuff to
to
talk
cover
about
today.
today. We said that at the same time.
Today. I guess I'll start with my in.
All right.
So I started like a little garden this summer. I do my herb garden and that's doing fine. But Colin and I decided to grow like some zucchini, some broccoli, some lettuce, and some shishito peppers. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, come this time of year, the only thing that has actually survived, because we were like very on it for the first 2 weeks, and then we're just like, what garden? So like we had broccoli, and we like just let it be, and it flowered, so we lost like all the broccoli.
So I've never grown it, but yeah, you're right.
And for some reason, our zucchini it like started to grow, and we're like, oh, it's there they go. You know, they're doing great, and then they would just kind of like shrivel up.
Weird.
So I have no idea. First time ever trying like a raised bed, but the things that have held on are the shishito peps.
Your favorite.
They look so good, and actually, like they're all. I was reading up on this because like when I buy shishito peppers, I like blister them all the time. They're always just a light green.
Yeah.
But I didn't know there's multiple varieties, and the one that I have, it's like they're all turning red.
Oh.
And so I was reading that actually in their growth process, it's like green to sort of orangey to like red. That actually red is like the final maturity.
So if you want them to be green shishito peppers, do you need to like pick them already?
I think you could pick them when they're kind of like less mature, or
Okay.
there might be a different variety that's like the lighter green ones.
Okay. Interesting.
But we're gonna grill some up tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
We get to try them. All right.
I have like a bag that I bought, and then I have some of the ones that I've grown, so we can
How
like,
exciting.
mix them up.
I'm so
But
pumped
that's
for
my
that.
end. Like finally, like I mean, my herb garden, whatever. I've actually managed to keep that alive, but to actually grow a vegetable,
I love that.
And there's so many. Like they have like a little flower, and all of a sudden it's like there's a little pep.
Aw.
So I'm obsessed with shishito pepper. So
I know.
anyway, that's my like
She is.
geeking out about peppers.
She
but
really is.
They're alive, and I'm very proud of that.
Well, I love that. My in is I recently went to go see a new Broadway show. Saw Death Becomes Her.
Oh my god, this sounded so good.
Okay. I had it highly recommended by people that see tons of Broadway shows. And even though I live in New York, like I see some shows, but I don't see as many as like I could. I'm not like I haven't seen every show. So I like knew it was going to be good. But when I say I literally laughed like the whole show, it was so funny. And I just like the main actresses are like 45 and 55. So like they are busting it out like the whole show. They're on stage like the whole time, and they're funny. They're running around, they're dancing, their costume changes. They're like, I don't know how they have the stamina to do that, because like I'm like 31 and I was tired.
You're like tired just thinking.
I was like
about
sitting in my seat. I was like, this is late. Like it's like 9 something. I go to sleep.
The premise makes me think of the new movie with Demi Moore. Oh God, what is it called? Well, you give the premise while I'm looking.
So basically, 2 women that are like frenemies, friends slash
Substance, the substance.
I haven't heard of that.
Oh my God, it's so good. Anyway, continue.
They're basically obsessed with like staying young, because they're one lady's in like theater business, show business, and the other lady is trying to make it as an author, and they just like they're trying to stay young, and they are also super competitive with each other. So that's kind of like the premise, and they find this secret to like staying young, but it's like it takes so many turns, and it's so punny, like, and the crowd was amazing. I've never been to a show where people were that hyped. Like,
Oh my God.
the people, as soon as anybody came on stage, like every clap was like the clap for an end of a show.
We're just like
I mean, people were like
rambunctious
"Yeah,"
and like
mean,
rowdy.
but then it totally like, for me being a first time seeing that show, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. Like everybody's so pumped. So it just like, it boosted the energy. So it was great.
Well, it sounds. It really does sound like the substance, because like Demi Moore is like a kind of like a video like fitness, famed person. Like she does these little fitness videos, kind of like Jane Fonda, and she like gets to be 50, I think, and they replace her, and it's like how far will she go to stay young and like fit, and it also like takes all these turns and stuff.
Okay.
But I think she won. What is it? An Oscar?
Is this new?
Yeah, like this year.
What? So it's already out?
Yeah, Colin and I watched it. I mean,
Substance.
it gets kooky at the end, but it was so good. It was so good. It was a little weird, but good for sure.
Hey, I will check it out.
Yeah.
Good to know. But yeah, that's my end.
Okay,
It was
you
a
gotta
great
take me to
show.
see that and Operation Mincemeat.
Operation Mincemeat was also so funny. I would want to go see that one again. It was great. So
We gotta do some shows, and you gotta come with me to some operas in the fall. I have a couple that I really want to go.
Okay, yeah.
Yay.
Just do all the shows
Do
in
all
New
the
York.
shows. We gotta like live up New York. Come on.
Live it
And I feel like
up.
oftentimes we go there and we're like, let's just make dinner at your place, which is also really nice. But
Yeah.
we should push ourselves to do
Push
more of the New York
ourselves.
experience.
I know, 'cause sometimes we're doing work and then we're like, let's just chill out.
Well, yeah. We don't want to do a lot more. After
We're like,
that.
let's go out and get like coffee, and then we're like, okay, we've done our adventure.
We've done our
But
adventure.
what's your out?
Let's see. What was my out? Ooh, I'm forgetting. Why don't you go first while I try and remember what I was gonna say?
My out.
Oh, I remember.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Just you started. Okay.
You just needed to like relax your brain. Like 1 second.
I've been on overdrive lately. But I'm like slowly, because our show finished, and I'm like just slowly starting to like lose the things that I've been packing in my mind. You know,
Yeah.
like starting to get some more bandwidth.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
clearing
yeah. Oh my gosh.
space. Okay, my out is I've been using so I've been using tretinoin for a long time, and I feel like it never agreed with my skin. Like,
Oh my goodness,
the
we're
room
just-
is falling apart. And I felt like I would just get really peely. So I started using a retinol. And lately it's like I've been just like peeling underneath my eyes, and it's driving me insane.
What?
I can't remember what the brand is now that I've been using, but it seemed like it was working well for a while, and now it's just like,
Well, it's how often are you using it? Because you know, when you're using a tretinoin and a retinol, like you have to slowly build up. It has to be like twice a week, 3 times a week.
I think I was just doing like 3 times a week.
But that might be too much for the start.
Maybe.
Are
It's
you
supposed to
layering
be
with
like-
moisturizer?
Yeah.
Because I've been using tretinoin.
You're like a pro.
It's like a through agency, like online. I've been using that for what, like
They like build your own prescription.
It's like
with
2
it.
years.
Yeah.
which I can put a link. I don't think I've ever talked about it like that. I've used it, but I really like it. And they'll like adjust your dose.
I loved it at first too, and I think it just got too strong for me. So I should actually go back to that and just have them
just
bring
keep it
down
at
the
a lower
dosage.
level and then slowly bring it up. But I also do like a layer of moisturizer, let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then I'll do like I'll do another layer of moisturizer with the
So
tretinoin.
it's like moisturizer, tretinoin, moisturizer.
Yeah. I sandwich it because I have dry skin, but it really does, like, I noticed that like it does help with like fine lines and such.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's been, I feel like I've had some weird skin stuff where it's like I'll randomly get like a patch of just like lots of like bumps and for no good reason. Like
just under your eyes, you said?
I mean, sometimes it'll be my whole face, but it's been peely under my eyes. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to do more of like the anti-aging type, like
Yeah.
retinol or tretinoin, but I'm trying to figure out like what to do to not make my skin, not make myself feel like a little alligator. And I'm like, this is
little
also
alligator.
the most humid time of year. So if
I
it's bothering me now
know.
in the winter, it's just like,
Yeah.
like I feel like a decrepit, like you're like it's
peeling
prone.
my
It's like my face is just like
skin.
peeling off. So I gotta come. My goal is to get it figured out while it is kind of warmer and a little more humid, so that I'm prepped for like
Prepped
the
for the
fall, the
winter.
drier weather. Because yeah, but that's my out. Just because I like can't figure out. I should probably just go see a dermatologist. Shocker, they know what they're talking
And be
about.
like, so I want to get into some like tretinoin, retinol. What should I use? And they'll be like, start here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so maybe that's the thing I need to do is just like talk to a professional.
Doctor, who'd have thought?
But yeah, I'm just like perplexed. I'm like, what's wrong with my skin?
Yeah. Could also be like something you're using, not that I'm a doctor, but it could be something you're using with it. Like if you're using like a vitamin C serum or something, like sometimes things like
That
together
too.
are bad.
That
Like
too. I think I
it's
was
too
doing
much.
like a niacinamide or
Niacinamide, I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I think I went to some event where they were talking about you have to have like a certain thing with the niacinamide. I don't know. You should go to a dermatologist. I'm not
all-
going to diagnose.
all that wrapped up to say my in next week will be that I went to go see a dermatologist.
Oh my gosh.
What's your out?
Okay, my out is also face related, which is really funny.
Face related.
So I don't know why.
My
and
out is just
maybe
my entire face.
maybe this has always been this way, but like recently I've noticed that like one eyebrow, not the other, that the hair grows like has been like just straight down recently. I'm like, is my eyebrow hair like this
Wait,
is so
let me
funny?
see.
I've tried to like keep it up with like a little gel.
No, they both do it.
What? Oh my gosh, you guys. So I just like I don't do a ton to my eyebrows. Like I just like them.
You should just do like a little gel.
But so I got a gel because I've recently been thinking about this. And then like it looks great. Like I don't need anything that looks like my eyebrows have been combed. Like I don't want them
I
to
feel
look
like the laminated brows is like slightly, it's like going out now. Like that was a
yeah, like I like them. I like them to look like just nice and groomed. But like recently, then maybe it's just because I've been like sweaty, like or hotter since it's been so hot this summer. But then I'll like look in the mirror. I'm like, my eyebrows are going like straight down. Like I look like a little old grandpa with like long eyebrow hairs that are just like straight down. So I'm just like, okay, we
so
got
the
to.
gel didn't work.
No, it worked for like half the day. And then
You sweat it off?
I must have sweated off. So
You could try doing like a slight eyebrow wax instead of a gel, because the wax won't be like disrupted by water so much.
wait, maybe what I've been using is a wax. That's what I've been using, a wax, not a gel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I feel like the wax is like almost
then-
like water resistant, right?
But then doesn't the gel hold better? I don't know. I need to try some things. If you also have an
I
eyebrow,
have a gel from NYX that I feel like works really well.
really? Okay, I've been reading a bunch of reviews, so you'll have to let me try
I'll
it.
let you try it and see what you think.
This is the best part of having a twin. You're like, what do you have in your beauty toolbox that
Yeah.
I don't have? Can I try that?
I
Can
got
try
it
that?
because a makeup artist for one of the shows I was in did it, and I was like, I
Oh.
gotta know what this is
Oh.
because she would like lightly color it in, but then she would use this like.
Do you have like the
gel.
little spoolie to like?
It comes with it.
Okay.
It comes with one in like the. It's like it was very cheap too.
Yeah, I've
But
definitely.
I was like, you gotta tell me what this is because it worked really
no,
well.
that's when I've seen a ton of people be like, this is great.
Yeah. This week, our question of the week is one of my favorites so far.
It's a good one.
Okay, question of the week. What is something you can't live without now as a 30-plus-year-old that you never used to use?
So good. I love this question.
I mean, I think looking back to, or like something that you just like you can't live without. You use it every single day, and you're like, what?
And you like never used to
How
think
did I
about
ever
it.
used to like make it? And this, the answers are just like
We got
cracking
so
me
many
up.
responses. So like if you ever send a response and we don't respond to you about it, it's probably because we got a ton
of
them.
responses. But this first one is it's just the best. It says water bottle. In my 20s, I barely had 2 glasses of water a day.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. You're like, I'm so thirsty. My skin looks dehydrated. I need
And
to.
now we're all like, have you drinking your gallon of water a day?
We all carry around our jugs.
My Stanley's staring at me from right over there on my
Like-
counter. A firm mattress.
For a mattress.
White or soft mattresses are the worst. Instant back pain the next day. I feel that.
I feel that as well.
White noise machine. Oh, I know so many people.
I know. They're like,
I can't sleep in absolute silence. I need something in the background or it terrifies me. In the summer, a fan will suffice, but in the winter, I need to have my white noise machine on every night. You know, I love the sound of my like AC because we have like a window AC unit.
Me too.
Or like a fan. Growing up, we always had like our ceiling fan. I don't have a ceiling fan now, but it's just like that light white noise. Feels
A little
good.
white noise. If you hear a creak, then you're like, it's all good. I can't even hear it. Like,
This next one, Tums for real.
Tums. I love that.
If I eat spaghetti or pizza before bed, I better be ready to take 3 Tums. Plus, wake up in the middle of the night to take more.
Oh my god, I pray I do not have heartburn and stuff issues.
Oh my god, subtitles while watching TV.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I know so many people. You're like,
We all been to too many concerts, yo.
you're like, huh? What are they saying? What
Oh
do they
my
say?
God.
Turn the subtitles on. I can't understand.
These are all so good. Sunscreen. I wore sunscreen in my 20s, but I never reapplied. That is so real.
You're like, oh, I put some on at 8 a.m. I'm good. You're like, no, honey.
Oh my
it's-
God.
It's 3 p.m. You need some more.
the first, like, I wake up, I put my sunscreen on. That is like my first
Absolutely.
thing. And I'm just like, because everyone says like that is the best way to just preserve your skin. Just use sunscreen.
When you're 18 and you're just like, I want to be tan. And now being 30, we're like, how much sunscreen can we lather on?
Tongue scraper feels so clean.
Hygiene.
Supportive flip flops. I used to be so carefree. Remember those like no arch support?
The Old Navy flip flops. They're just like
Oh,
flop, flop, flop,
God.
flop, 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 flop.
So dumb, but a mini step stool.
I love
I used to just climb on the counters, but now I'm too old for that.
Oh my gosh, climbing on the counter where you're just like gorilla up to like get whatever you need. You're like, I can't do that anymore. If I fall and break my neck, what will my children do?
Oh my God. These are some of the best responses I think I've
Oh
ever
my gosh.
got.
They're all very relatable.
And
That-
it's like all just like lightly aging.
You're like,
Type
oh,
things where you're
I need
like-
my white noise machine to sleep. I need my firm mattress. Where you're just like a little bit more like, what would you say? Like specific or just a little more finicky. Just like your
Yeah.
body's needs are slightly
Yeah.
like,
I guess
What
was
would yours be?
thinking,
Do you have
what mine
something?
would be, I think I've talked about this before, but I think mine would be my purple pillow.
oh, purple
Like,
pillow.
If I go somewhere and don't have my pillow, like I often don't travel with it because it's big and bulky and kind of chunky.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have it, I definitely am like, my neck is just a
Next
little
thing, like, it's a
weird.
little tweak.
My neck. And Colin's like, You're complaining about your neck again. I'm like, yeah, I know. And then I get back to my bed and I'm like, my pillow,
My pillow.
So yeah, that definitely, because I used to buy like a $5 pillow from Kohl's, like whatever was the cheapest. I did not care.
Like going to sleep over people's houses, you're like, I'll just sleep on the ground.
Well,
it's fine.
I know. And now I'm like, now that I have got invested into this nice pillow, I can't live without it.
So you love your purple pillow. I love my purple mattress. When I get back from traveling, I'm like, like just lying. Like I know I'm gonna sleep like a baby on that purple mattress, just not hot, total balance on
They're
all
so
of my like
nice.
pressure points. I'm like, this is so good.
Is that what yours is? That you can't.
No, mine was gonna be. I was gonna say a sleep mask because I used to
That's
like.
true. You've gone through a sleep mask evolution.
So, and I might have mentioned this on the podcast. Andrew has a sleep mask that he loved. It's like $10 sleep mask. He talked about this thing nonstop.
how long has he used a sleep mask?
A long time, like
Like his whole life.
no, like maybe 6 years. I don't know. It's been a while. It's probably about 6 years.
I don't know anybody else who uses a sleep mask, but I also don't know that they don't use a sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like how do you know somebody?
Yeah, I mean
Uses
he
it?
used it before we moved to New York, but then he loved the sleep mask so much that then he was like, I got to get you one of these sleep masks. They're amazing. And he like Andrew's not like a stuff person, so I was like, sure, give me a sleep mask because he loved it so much.
You love it. I will.
And then I don't remember if I like initially used it or I just had it. Then I started using it, and I feel like sleep masks I had before were always very like really tight or like scratchy. This one is like the softest material. It's not too tight, and so I started using it, and then I was like, I can see the benefits of this. Like it, and I also love. I love having like a little bit of, it's so weird. I love having a little bit of pressure on my forehead. Like it calms me down. Like if I'm all antsy, I'll be like, Andrew, give me a forehead kiss. Cause it like, it's like, and maybe in the womb we were like forehead to forehead.
When I'm stressed, I will like lay on the couch and be like, Colin, I need you to lay on top of me. Like a weighted blanket.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, no, give me all of your weight.
Maybe
I need
we were
all your
like-
dead weight. I'm just like,
Oh,
so good.
we were probably like totally pressed up against each other in the womb.
Yours is just, yeah, you were probably laying on top of me and I was just leaning my head against you.
Yeah. We were touching at the foreheads.
This synthesizes our relationship.
This
There's
is
like,
nice. But yeah, my this is hilarious. But my sleep mask is I love it now. So I started using it, and then when I travel, I'd be like,
I will say when you're traveling, definitely helpful.
I'd be like, it's so bright, and then I'd be like, wait, I have my sleep mask.
So Sarah has been obsessed with the sleep mask. So I got one too. But the thing is, I just pull it off my face. In
no,
the
but
middle of the night.
I do that too.
like it. I will never ever wake up and it's still
No,
be
no,
on
no.
my face.
I pull it off, or often it's like on top of my head, like a headband when I wake up. But it still helps me to like fall asleep really well. So I mean, I'll often wake up and it's like somewhere else, but
Yeah.
it's like and sleep mask down and sleep, and
If
it just like
I will
initiates.
say, like, especially too if you're like, it's the time of year where it's like light early. It definitely helps because I will wake up with the
Yes.
sun 100%.
And luckily, like we face like we're not on a like we don't have a ton of light coming into our apartment, so that's not an issue. But I feel like if you were in the city and you had that,
I thought you were just about to be like, our windows face northeast, and I'd be like, who are you?
no,
I can't remember. Like,
our windows
if
face
someone's
south.
like, oh, head to the north side of the building. I'm like, what does that
No.
mean?
No, I only know our
Don't
windows face
tell
south
me,
'cause-
tell me on the side of the CVS, and then I'll be like, yes. Okay,
no, I only know
It's the
that.
side with the bodega is okay. Great. You know?
No, I'm bad at orienting myself in a building, but like they told us like over and over again, like you got south facing windows, and I was like, I just remembered that because I was like, the plants are going to be happy.
You're like, yes, south facing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But so sleep mask, mattress, like hey, more power to us, 30 plus.
I mean, the good thing is we also we all have jobs.
We can afford to get a sleep
actually,
mask.
and I think part of that is like, earlier on you're used to just putting up with stuff because you're like, whatever, I don't want to spend money on that. And now we're like, you know what? I can afford to buy a nice pillow, and damn it, I'm proud of it.
I think you reach a point where you're like, as you get older, you like start slightly caring about your body more because you're like, I also kind of need to take care of your body a little bit better because we're stuck together,
Because the
on
last
this
20
road.
years, we just kind of took you for granted.
Yeah, you're like just going through the motions when you're young. And you're like, actually, maybe I should. Oh, that actually makes my body feel really good when I wake up. Maybe I should get a
And then
firmer
when
mattress.
you feel how much better you feel, then you're like,
Let's
God,
stick
no,
with
we
this.
can't go back.
Yeah, no, you're like, no.
No, we can't ever
No.
go back.
We're here.
Great. We're here to
We're
stay.
here to stay. Before we get into our question, we had seen, so we love when you guys like respond to some of the things that we're talking about in the episodes. So I think it was 2 episodes ago where we were talking about being jealous of a best friend because they got engaged, even though they had only been in dating like for a year, and then the other girl was like
She's
4
like, we've been
years,
together for 4 years or something,
and
like
hadn't
that.
gotten engaged. So one of our listeners wrote in and said, I just finished your last episode, and part about the girl getting jealous of her friend's engagement hit me so hard. All my life, I knew I wanted to be a mom, and every time a friend would tell me they were pregnant, I couldn't help but feel jealous.
Oh, that's
I feel
so
like
sad.
I feel like this is another one of those situations where you're like, why is it my turn? Why is it my turn? They said, well, early 2022, a friend told us they were pregnant. And like the same day, my sister-in-law also told us they were pregnant. It was hard because I was married and we were ready for our own kids. And then she said, well, my best friend tells me the next day that they're pregnant.
Oh my gosh. You're surrounded by some fertile women.
I know, fertility goddesses. And then she said, thank goodness she just texted me because
She was like, I was just mid-sob
Yeah,
sesh.
yeah. I know. She
called me and be
said,
like,
thank God she just texted me about it and was trying not to make a big deal because it was her second kid. Because I broke down crying and was so hormonal. They said, I cried for like 3 days before realizing that was excessive even for me. Well, turns out I was so emotional because I was pregnant.
Get out of here. What?
Where you're like,
wow, it's like when women just like sync up their periods.
Oh my gosh.
Instead, you've all decided to sync up to not
sync
have
up
a period.
wombs.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're just
God.
like,
I don't think I've ever heard that when like 4 friends,
No.
4 like women are just like,
Isn't that
I'm
crazy?
pregnant. Me too.
so like, and I think what we said about this engagement was like, I think the fiance was like, or not the fiance, the boyfriend was like, we're going to get engaged when it's time. And same with this listener, like, she was pregnant. She wanted to get pregnant so bad, and she was, right? It was just like, why isn't it me? Oh, actually, it is me. That's why I'm so hormonal and crying and freaking out. So a good reminder, like everything in its time, and your time could be sooner than you think it is.
Sooner than you think it is.
But I love
for
that.
Sure.
I was like, this is so...
I mean, other listener could have been like, oh, next week my boyfriend proposed.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know.
I mean, it's true because like you just never know like what your timing is, and it's just like...
It's always best to just like not rush it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I know. And to be like, oh my gosh, I'm just so upset. You're like, wait, I've really been upset for a long
Even
time. Like,
for me, this is
am I
a lot.
okay? And then you're like, wait.
Is there something wrong with me?
I'm so emotional. Oh. But that's like such good news. You're like, it's my turn.
That's amazing.
You know?
Wow.
So
Wow.
we love getting your write-ins and like reactions to episodes, or like if there's something you're loving and you want to hear more of, like by all
Or a
means.
story makes you think of like a personal story.
Yeah,
that
I
you're
mean,
like, this would be hilarious.
This is just a big girl chat, so like we love hearing back from you. So we thought that was like a really cute little thing before we get into
All right,
our
next I'm manifesting that a friend's going to be like, I want a lottery. Another one's, I want a lottery. And then it's my turn.
and then why it's not my turn? Oh, it is my turn.
Why am I not winning the lottery?
Oh, it is my turn.
A free vacation, like you enter for free vacation to Fiji or something, you know?
Oh, pick me for that one. All right. Well, we'll get back on track. So we're in our questions, and again, make sure if you have anything you want us to talk about, anything you're looking for advice on, send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop Podcast, and all write-ins are anonymous. Even your reactions to episodes, all anonymous. Okay, so this one's a little bit of a long one.
Okay.
Buckle up. So we've got question number 1. My mom is being bullied.
Oh, how dare this person bully your beautiful mother?
We're coming. We protect our mamas.
God,
Mama
if someone-
bear.
if
What do you call
someone-
it? Kid bear syndrome. You're like, I'm coming for you,
If
mama.
someone were bullying Mama Scoop,
You got
y'all
to
better
get
watch
through both of
out.
us.
You got 2 to face that time.
You got 2 5'2" little girls to break
Scrappy.
through. Yeah. Okay, so my mom's being bullied. My mom's parents passed away not too long ago, and ever since, my mom and her siblings have been taking care of the family property,
Okay.
including my mom's childhood home where my grandparents lived. However, this situation has caused my mom's brother's wife, my aunt, to start overstepping as a sister-in-law.
Oh, she's like, this is my property now.
It's always, I feel like it's never the blood siblings, because you're like, you could just be like, hey, stop. You know, if it's like your blood sibling, but then if it's the sister-in-laws, the brother-in-laws, where you're like, you don't know, maybe
They're
I have
like,
to
this could be
tiptoe
our claim to
home.
fame.
Where you're
We
like,
can step in and earn a couple thousand
like
here.
when it's your blood sibling, you're just like, stop. Like you you know.
I don't know. People don't talk to their siblings for like 20 years post like people dying, and you're like,
Well-
I didn't get as much inheritance.
Yeah, I guess there's always issues, but like even like the sisters, remember where the one was like, my sister never pays for anything. Should I say anything? And we're like, if that was us, we would have just been like, Venmo me
Yeah,
now.
Venmo me now.
Anyway, so aunt / mom's brother's wife overstepping as the sister-in-law of the mom.
Okay.
She's made it her mission to redecorate my grandparents' home, which has made my mom so sad because she feels like her childhood home is being overturned.
So they all collectively own this home?
They said they were taking care of the family property, including my mom's childhood home where my grandparents lived. So since the grandparents passed away, they're all just like,
So maybe not like a particular person was left in charge of the home.
yeah, it sounds like my mom and her siblings have been taking care of the family property.
That's tricky. Easier almost to just delegate one person.
Yeah, like, hey, you're in charge. So she made it her mission to redecorate grandparents' home, which has made her mom feel sad because it's her childhood home. She feels like it's being overturned. My mom is so passive, and I keep telling her, you need to have a conversation and set boundaries.
Yeah.
You're like, actually, can you like leave my childhood bedroom?
Because the thing is, if you never voice your opinion or never say that, oh, this is hurtful to me or this is something that's really special to me, like you can't expect people to read your mind
Yeah.
too. Like you might feel like it's uncomfortable. You might be like, oh, should I say anything? But if you're being so passive, the other person's just going to think you're fine with it.
Yeah.
Right? And she's fine with it.
Probably easier to say something like
Start now.
sooner rather than later.
Because if this goes on for like 2 years, they're
She's
going to be like,
like-
you never said anything.
She's like, sorry, I already painted the whole thing pink. Like, we're not going back.
we're not going.
So my mom tried to talk to my aunt and she completely freaked out.
The aunt?
I think so. She even started yelling at my mom in front of strangers at a family garage sale. You're just like,
Not the garage sale.
You're like, the worst part is my aunt then texted me to complain about my mom saying so many
I'm not
nasty
choosing
things.
sides, especially not against my mother.
Like, Aunt Jemima.
She let's call her Aunt Jemima. We cannot turn our back on
No,
Mother.
like I have to complain about your mom, and you're just like, excuse me,
Auntie, please.
Auntie.
I cannot discuss this
Aunt
further
Jemima,
with you.
pipe down, go eat some pancakes. I text her back saying, you and my mom have things to work out, but please don't contact me until you do, because you can't call me berating my mom.
Hey,
yeah,
good,
you're like,
good for you.
yeah, you're like,
Good for you.
fine. My mom's not going to stand up for herself. I'm at least going to stand up.
You
for
do not want to be drawing that line in the sand of like, oh yeah, my mom's being unreasonable. Oh no, Auntie, like,
Yeah,
be
no,
like,
no.
You guys need to deal with this. You're grown adults. Like,
You're grown women. Like, yeah.
go you. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, so props are texting her back saying, you can't call me berating my mother. Then she texted me back saying, what about all the crap you pull? Auntie, you playing nasty.
Auntie, what is going
Auntie
on?
Jemima, I think our maple syrup has gone sour.
What?
Not great.
Oh, what about all the crap you pull?
Yeah.
What?
She's just totally switching up the conversation and just getting really mean for no reason. Like,
Did she say? What was she accusing her of? Did she not say?
no, did not say. What about the crap you pull? You're like, oh, you're not going to side with me?
This suddenly got really.
I know, Auntie. You're like, whoa, the claws.
Well, someone's
Whoa.
keeping score.
Can you imagine if you had a kid and I called them to complain about you, and then they're like, don't talk about my mom. And I was like, what about all the crap you put?
What in the world?
I know some weird stuff.
Wait, keep going. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
This is like a soap.
I know. What episode
soap
of Days of
opera.
Our Lives is this on?
Wow.
She's since texted me to apologize.
Okay.
Okay. She was like, sorry, I was hangry. I should have had a Snickers bar. But I feel like there's still a lot that needs to be said. Should I try and talk with my aunt, my mom, and me all together? I want to smooth things over for my family, but how do I do that while standing my ground? Auntie, aunt drama. Usually it's the cool aunt, but this is some aunt drama.
I mean, for me, I feel like your mom and this like sister-in-law to her, they need to have a heart-to-heart. They need to talk about this by themselves. Like, it shouldn't be your responsibility to put out this fire.
Especially with like two grown women and like
that's the core of the issue. I mean, she kind of just came after you as like a
which
like a
is
little snarl
weird,
at the
which
end,
is
also
weird.
quite immature. But like, I feel like they need to deal with their shit before you are like, that was kind of rude what you said the other day. You know, like, I feel
Yeah.
like it's clear that she only said that to like because she was feeling like a reals.
At this point, I feel like a conversation needs to be had. But I feel like at the same time, it should probably be your mom because
And
like,
in person,
they're both
Like,
adults.
let's not do a phone call. Let's not do a text.
like we need to go get a cup of coffee.
Let's have
Somewhere
your mom
public.
and aunt text each other and be like, okay, clearly, like, you know, we need to work this out because it's affecting the family.
Yeah. Let's
Can
go.
can we go get a civil cup of coffee, or why don't you come over to my place? Let's have lunch. We can do like
Work
we
this
need to
out.
work through this. We need to talk through this.
Like,
you know,
just
maybe not best to be in public.
be on the same page. Sounds like there's a mix of like, okay, people aren't saying how they feel, and so things are maybe getting misconstrued, and maybe someone's being a little bossy.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of like money thing involved here too. Of like,
I feel
why
like
would as an aunt. I've been saying aunt in like the text of of this show that I'm doing, and so now I can't. Now I'm saying
you've never.
aunt.
I was like, you've never said aunt.
Now aunt feels very Michigan. I digress. Aunt, this aunt. Like, what is she trying to get? Like, if Collins, I don't know, if Collins like. And like, you know, they had a house and it was like, oh, I could care less about taking care of their place. I'd be like, oh, that's on you. Like
I'm like, does she want to live there?
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she either wants the house, she wants to sell the house and get some money, something like.
But wouldn't you think then if they're all taking care of it, that they'd all just like share the money? Or is she going to be like, well,
thinking, I put the work in, I invested this much money in this renovation, I now get a bigger share. Like, I want it for myself.
maybe
There's
some drama below because yeah, like
she would not be investing were she not trying to get something.
like I'm just thinking like if my in-laws suddenly like, you know, moved on and to the pearly gates, and I wouldn't be the one that was like out of everybody be like, back off everybody, I'm redesigning this space, I'm
No.
painting, I'm getting
That's what I'm saying.
tchotchkes,
That's weird.
yeah,
That's
like I
weird.
wouldn't I wouldn't be the one to jump in. So there is something
let's
weird.
actually talk about what our true motives are. What are you hoping to get from the situation?
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be on you. Like,
And like
you should also not be like mediating
no fights
your
between
mother's conversations. Like,
I think what you said was right. You're like, don't call me talking about my mom. And it's hard, like, but you're also like, auntie, whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Like, just why are you talking to me about my mom? Like, whose side do you think I'm going to be on?
No.
Yours or my mom's
No, I
side?
think your initial reaction is the right one, and I think you need to like stand that ground of just like, this is not my war to wage. Like, you talk about this with my mom, I will be here and accept your apology like when that's done.
Auntie sounds slightly unhinged. She's yelling at your mom at garage sales, and then she's you're just
They're
like
$2 also.
how much for the Pokemon cards? Hey, yeah, you're like you know,
do this to me.
just like
you're
weird
like,
stuff. Like she's yelling at your mom at garage sales in front of other people, and then
it's
she's
deeper-
texting
it's
you
deeper
weird
than
stuff.
than what's coming across. There's
Like
something else.
Try and keep things calm. Like I would just be like, I will not escalate. If things get bad, I will walk away, but I will not escalate because like, but then again, like, yeah, it's not your battle to fight. And if your mom is really passive, you know, you might just be like, Mom, time for the big girl, you know, big girl time. Like, let's do it. You need to have a conversation and like, but you can't fight other people's battles.
No.
And I think you're right of like standing your ground, but like you should not be fighting your mom's battles. And I think this is
To
one for your
finish,
mom.
Hold your ground. It's not your battle.
It's not your battle, but
Even though Auntie's getting a little aggressive.
yeah, I have not heard of, never had something like that. Aunt
No.
being a bully.
Usually, especially aunts and like nieces or nephews, it's like that's a pretty nice relationship.
I
It's pretty cushy,
know.
right? They're like, let me take you out to lunch, and then you see him in a couple months, you know, and
Yeah, you're not like, let me
But-
call and complain about you.
aggressive.
Not the vibe.
Wow.
Not
Well,
the
good
vibe.
luck. Question number 2. Hi, Sarah and Leah.
Hello.
Hello. This might sound silly. No silly questions. But I've been feeling self-conscious around my friend group. All of my friends are so pretty and outgoing, and when we go out, they get lots of attention while I feel like a wallflower. Oh. I've always felt a little bit insecure about my looks, but recently I can't stop comparing myself to my friends.
No.
And it's making me not want to hang out. Any suggestions on how to get over this insecurity?
Oh.
This is so hard because
I bet you are amazing too. It's
I bet
just
you're stunning and beautiful. And it's like everybody is so much harsher on themselves.
they are.
Like, I bet your friends are all looking at themselves and being like, oh, I wish this like hip fat would go away, or like, oh, my nose, I've always hated my nose, like blah blah. And they're like, oh, I love Alice's nose, it's cute, like she always looks so good. Oh, I love that dress on her, she looks much better in that dress than I do. Like, everybody is so caught up with their own insecurities that it's like they're not even thinking about you.
no.
Whereas your insecurities are making you compare yourself to everybody else.
I'm wondering, like, has somebody said something? They didn't say. Did they say anything like that?
They were just saying that all of her friends get a lot of attention and she feels like a wallflower. So maybe it's
So
like,
maybe you're a little bit more like reserved, and your friends are like a little bit more bold. So maybe even if they're feeling self conscious, they're like just kind of like, I'm
Fake it
smiling
till you
through
make it type thing.
and you're kind of like, I'm just gonna like be chill over here.
and also it's so easy to like go out with a group of people. And if you notice that one friend keeps like getting hit on or something, or like somebody keeps buying them drinks and you're not getting any of that attention too, it's so easy to suddenly like, you went out, you're in this like extroverted space to like all of a sudden snap the fingers and you're like not in that space
Yeah.
anymore. Like you're like, I am worthless and I look awful and I should just go home and get in my pajamas.
Yeah, like if you have almost like, if you're like denied, or everyone's paying attention to everybody else, you're like, why am I even here? Like, this isn't fun.
And you almost can kind of just like fade in the background. You're like, see, no one even noticed. No one even noticed.
Doesn't sound like they're saying, like, friends are saying anything mean or anything like that.
No.
Like,
But it's the way you're feeling around this group of girls. It's like you can't not compare yourself.
I wonder, this is a tricky one. Like, I feel like this means, again, I'm sure you're amazing. Maybe you just need to like,
You need a little like self-esteem boost.
yeah, maybe you need to like talk to somebody, maybe a therapist, and just like, if this is something you've been struggling with, you're like always feel a little bit like down on yourself. Like, what is that? Like, that might be something to unpack that's bigger than your friend group.
Because like now it's getting to the point where it's not even just that you're acknowledging that you have these insecurities, that you're like, oh, my hair is not as pretty, but it's like
affecting your social
But now
life.
you're like, I'm gonna cut off this whole group of my friends because I can't stand the way I feel
Yeah.
when I'm with them. Like, that's becoming more serious.
I actually heard this thing the other day too. Where, okay, what's the doctor that has that TV show where she like interviews the couples? Dr. Ordman or
Oh, it's like all on TikTok, and she's just like,
yeah. Oh, and, but she was saying, if you're someone that is looking for validation because you never got it like as a kid, or there's some like issue, but then you can go into a relationship and be trying to look for that validation that's like bigger than a romantic relationship. And then if your partner doesn't give you the validation that you're looking for that's like bigger than a relationship, then you can feel like so down on yourself. Now, I know this isn't like a romantic relationship, but this might be something that you really want to unpack. It sounds like you might be single. They go out with their friends all the time.
yeah, maybe because they're like looking for that kind of reciprocated attention.
Yeah, like maybe like this is something you need to unpack with a professional, someone that can really like help you boost yourself, and just like things to reflect on before you're in like a deep relationship, and maybe you start feeling the same kind of ways, because you got to like have that self-love really in order to like give it to other people.
Yeah.
And like,
I was gonna say, it seems even like this has nothing to, I mean, I don't think this has anything to do with like relationships or even
No.
like even necessarily wanting a partner. I think it comes down to like the way you see yourself.
it's sounding like a self-image.
And yeah, I mean, I would say even if you're like, I can't afford to see a therapist, or like, oh, I don't want to go that far, like at the very least start with like some self-affirming journaling.
that could be good. Like write 3 things
get like a
positive about yourself every
mantra.
day. Yeah, mantra, that's good.
I do like the 5-minute journal. I've been trying to do it recently too, especially because like I go through periods of time too being like really self-critical.
Especially as a performer.
Especially like when I'm in the process of doing a show, it's like we're always nitpicking things so it can get better for the performance, but it can also really get in your head.
Yeah.
So especially when I'm in a show, like I will journal a lot. It's like things you're looking forward to today, things that would make today great, and a mantra. And oftentimes it'll be something like, I can and I will, or like, I am beautiful, or like, I am steady. And throughout the day, it's like, okay, that's just your thing. If when you start feeling insecure, you go out with your friends, they get attention. You don't be like, I am beautiful. I am steady. My breath supports me, you know, like whatever it is, that I think can be really helpful. And just to throw out another idea that I have done when I'm feeling insecure is I will like do a one-on-one video with myself. I think I've mentioned this before.
Oh yeah.
That like, I'll like basically like either look at myself in the mirror or like record it on my phone so I can also like watch back. That it's just me being like, hey girl, I know you're feeling whatever you're feeling, you've got this. You are so strong. You're so beautiful, you know, and you feel kind of ridiculous saying it, but in a way it just really gets you like you are saying something out loud, positive about yourself. This sounds like a really slow progress thing. But I think that's what we got to fix first. That's what we got to like attack.
Yeah.
It's just like your positivity towards yourself, the way you affirm yourself, the way you see yourself. Because I don't think it even has anything to do with your friends.
No, I think
It's
I think now if for whatever reason like your friends are saying something like, oh, that's so cute that you whatever, or they're being mean, like that's
No,
not
that's totally different.
That's not the
That
friend
doesn't
group
sound
for you.
like-
But I don't think they even said anything about. I think this is all like internal self.
they just said, all my friends are so pretty and outgoing. Whenever we go out, they get lots of attention. Well, I feel like a wallflower.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like the friends are like asking you to go out. Still, they're not like, why don't you know?
Yeah. It
So-
sounds like you're stuck in your head.
Sounds like you're stuck in your head. I would consider talking to someone, doing some self-affirmation, and maybe like really embracing something that you love to do. Like maybe it's you just need to like, okay, if you love painting and you like just do that maybe at home by yourself. Like this is just an example. Maybe you like find a place where you can do that and meet some new people. So maybe it's just like you just need to do something that's a little like scary to you or helps you branch out just to feel like you
I can do
are
that.
growing
Like, I
as a
did it.
person.
Yeah.
But that's really tricky.
I mean, also, it sounds like you're going out in groups a lot. Is there one friend in this group that you could maybe, or even like at separate times, like even in Sex and the City, right? Like Carrie goes out with Charlotte and she goes out with Miranda by themselves. It's not like they're always at the club together. Not they're always going out together and like, Miranda got hit on tonight. You know, I did it. Like go out to get brunch with, you know, Miranda, whatever. And that way it's like, it's less about this comparison game and it's more about you just hanging out with your friend.
Yeah.
Because right now it seems like a lot of focus of what when you're going out is on
Yeah.
who's coming in as opposed to you are
Oh.
just having this nice time with your people.
That's a really good point. Maybe you guys are used to going out. Maybe what you need to just feel really good and like validated in your friendship is some like girl time in, even
be
if
in a
it's
safe space, be at your house, go to one of your
Yeah.
girlfriend's house, have a sleepover,
even if it's
have a movie
just
night.
even if it's the whole group, that could be great. Or if it's just like a couple or one-on-one.
Yeah, like
Like
it sounds like the purpose of your hangouts are to not hang out and to
well, not to hang out, but like go
to, like,
out.
but it's
be
like
social.
to see it, and then like to see who maybe you'll find, or
Yeah.
or who's gonna also chat with you tonight. It's like let's come back to also the core of why you're friends and like foster that a little bit.
I think that's a really good
'cause
point.
Then I think you might not feel so like not hostile, but like you might not feel so judgmental against yourself and them because you're seeing it from more of
It's a less like competitive
Yes.
competitive setting where you're just like we're just enjoying hanging out all together in a safe space. It's
you're
not
focused
like
on that group.
it's not who are we getting to like pay attention to us. It's just are we having fun together?
Yeah.
So I think that's a
Yeah.
really good idea.
And maybe for a while you do that instead of doing the big groups, or you just do one of like the big night outs every once in a while.
Yeah, maybe you just
You
need a
know?
little bit more balance on that.
Yeah, and I think maybe if you do the smaller group thing too, that you might feel better going out because you feel like you've fostered that relationship more
Yeah.
like core wise as opposed to surface level. Because friendships can also start feeling surface level when you're not spending that like quality time together.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good answer.
I
Spend
know
some time
we've
in
thrown out a lot of like options, but
some girls' night in. Sounds like a good place to like
Yeah.
reconnect, regroup,
let's do some chick flicks, PJs, and popcorn. I
and
mean,
pizza.
let's start there. Start there.
Get on my level.
All right, we've got our last question. My girlfriend doesn't want me in her bridal party. Okay. My brother and his girlfriend of 4 years just got engaged last month. My brother and I are only 2 years apart and live in the same town, so I hang out with him and his now fiance a lot. I've always gotten along with his girlfriend. We don't hang out one-on-one, but we do text regularly and always have fun time together at family
that
events.
Sounds pretty like
yeah, like a nice
friendshipy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a nice like
The girls can gab.
yeah. The last time I saw my brother, I asked him if he had decided who his groomsmen would be. He mentioned a few college friends and his girlfriend's younger brother.
Okay.
I jokingly said to him, I'll try and act surprised when your girlfriend asks me to be in her party then. To which he mumbled that she was just going to be asking some friends.
Oh.
You're like, oh, I thought we were doing the sibling thing. Oh, I guess not. I know she has the right to choose anyone she wants to be in her party, but I'm honestly really upset, especially since my brother is asking her brother to be his groomsman.
Though does fiance guy, does he just not have that many guy friends?
I don't know. She doesn't have any sisters either, so I always thought we had a special bond as someday sisters. Oh,
babes.
Someday sisters.
That's really cute.
She's like, I made it that we had a thing.
But I thought you might
We text every Tuesday, Thursday.
Oh.
Not sure if I should say something to her or just keep quiet. Oh, why does it seem like so many issues are from weddings? Like
People
weddings
feel so snubbed. It's so easy.
Weddings
to feel
are
like,
supposed to be such a fun thing, and the politics of weddings can just like really
can
throw
really
things off.
Get to you too. Well, we don't know a ton about her situation. Of
Yeah, like was she in like a sorority?
That's what I was gonna say. It was like, was she in a group of like 5 besties from college, and they're still besties?
And the guy has like one friend, and she's like, you can't just have one person. Like you've
Right.
got to have at least a couple more to balance out my
Because
group.
in that case, I understand. And she's like, I can't ask Teresa without asking Anna and Megan.
But still, I don't know. Part of me feels like
I feel like that's a conversation they should have had of the fiance and her brother and the fiance, right? That it's like if he's like, well, I'll ask your brother. Wait, she has a brother. So if he was like, I'll ask your brother, you should ask my sister. Like,
I feel like guys are
they are
doofs and stuff like that. They're just like,
did you not think that might want to be reciprocated? Hello.
like guys would be like, I don't know. Do you think my sister's gonna be upset that you did? Like, I mean, maybe some guys would, but I feel like some guys would be like, oh, I didn't really think about it.
I do also feel like the fiance girl, like if he said that he was going to ask her brother, like, wouldn't she?
Yeah, wouldn't she be like?
Do you think your sister will be upset if I didn't ask her? Like, I'm just confused because I have these other 3 friends I really want to ask.
I mean, honestly, if I feel like, and I guess it's hard to say if you're in someone else's situation, but I feel like I would just be like, I have to ask her to be in my party too because she's his sister. Like, but wait. Also, at this point, did she say that she had actually talked to the girl?
I don't think so.
He mumbled that she was just going to be asking some friends. So, how does he know? Like, did she say this?
She said, should I?
Like, but like, at this point, this girl's only talked to her brother. She has not talked to the fiance.
Well, that's what they're asking. Should I talk to her?
Right. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is what we do. Scheming, planning, finding out, sleuthing. Maybe we act like we have not had this conversation with our brother. And maybe we just, because you know how guys, you're like, maybe she said, oh, I'm just going to have some girlfriends, like, you know, your sister, my friends from blah, blah, blah. And like, maybe she was thinking of asking you too. So I think this is what I would do, just to have the words come out of her mouth. Because if you're going to have if this is an issue with her, you want to like talk to her, not your brother, because we know how silly guys can be and they miss things. And so I would maybe just be like, hey, oh my gosh, like my brother was talking about like, oh, he's so excited about the wedding because since you guys text. So if you're, I don't know, maybe this would be better in person. I feel like in person, if you're hanging out,
it might feel much more awkward.
Because she said, did she say that she'll hang out with her brother? My brother and
she
I.
said that she and the fiance don't like hang out one-on-one, but she and her brother are really close.
I hang out with my brother and his now fiance a lot. Yeah. So maybe like you're getting a drink or like you're hanging out and then you guys just chat for a minute. And you're like, hey, oh my gosh, like my brother was just saying like, oh, he's so excited. Like, yeah, he mentioned that
he's going to be asking your brother.
He mentioned he was going to ask your brother to be in the wedding. No. And just be like, oh, have you decided on your party? But you could say it a little less point in that, like, oh, have you decided who's going to be on your side yet? Like, because then maybe she would say something like, oh, it's been really hard because I've got like 10 friends that are like all on the same level. And like, I really want you to, like, I love you so much. I can't have like 12 people and him have one. Like, this is putting me in a bind. Because maybe, you know how girls will give you more context and guys are like, she's not asking you. I think you should just play it off as you have not had this conversation with your brother.
You don't think the brother's gonna tell her that he?
No, guys don't. Do you think the brother's gonna be like, hey, babe, yeah, I talked to my sister, told her that you're not inviting her. I don't think guys,
Probably not.
guys are not thinking that far ahead.
Part of me thinks though, like, if you're really close with your brother, like maybe you should talk to him and be like, can I be honest? Like, I feel really disappointed.
I think she should talk to the, but not in like a pointed way. Like, I just feel like you could kind of be like, hey, like, play innocent, see what she says. And then if it's still an issue.
Yeah.
Because then you could say to the girl,
At least, I feel like we should at least find out who she's asking, or like
Yeah.
if she has a plan
yeah,
before you maybe before you like put it
Yeah.
out there that you want to be asked. Because yeah, maybe Sarah's right that like she'll be like, oh yeah, my 4 besties from college, like we're all
Yeah.
gonna do it.
well, like, what if you said something like, oh, my brother mentioned that you guys are like trying to figure out like who's going to be in the wedding party, like,
I mean, you could, I
Am
guess,
I?
you
Am
could,
I, like, gonna
you
be in
could
it?
throw it in and be like, he said that he was asking your brother, like, I'll try and pretend to be like, say what you said to him, like,
yeah.
I'll try and be surprised when
Yeah, like, oh, you
when
could be
I
like-
find out the details.
I'm totally free
Though then she's
September
gonna be
17th.
stuck.
I know you don't want to like push yourself on other people, but you could just, I think I would just be like, oh yeah, like my brother mentioned you guys are trying to decide who's going to be in your parties, like how are you doing? Like, have you made your decisions yet? Or like, you still working on it? And just see what she says. Hopefully as a girl, she'll give some more context. If she's smart,
And what if she's like, oh yeah, we're still working on it? Then you could maybe then you could jokingly say, well, I will
Be like, well,
I do happen to be free on September 17th.
yeah.
I do throw a mean bachelorette party. I've
I-
been told.
I'm great at staying on the dance floor all night and encouraging others to dance.
Great in a crisis. You
I
know,
look great in a floor length, solid colored dress. And
multiple cuts. I look great in all of them.
I am great at carrying a train.
Yeah, I mean, I do think though you need to be prepared
Yeah.
to guard yourself that if she's like, oh yeah, we're still figuring out, or like, oh yeah, I've just like asked my 4 besties from college, you need to be prepared to like be okay with that,
Because like,
ultimately it is their wedding, and like, yeah, that sucks.
I also think
No, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, like, I also feel like some families are like, oh, of course you have to ask the sister-in-law because that's just courteous. And why wouldn't you? Like, that would just be a natural thing. But other families might be like, I don't know. I wouldn't feel snubbed. Like, maybe she's like, I wouldn't feel snubbed if you didn't ask me to be at your wedding. So like, it can be so situational and so many things. If you guys feel like you have a good relationship, I would try not to let this be like the end all be all. You know?
I mean, there's just so many factors that come into like choosing people for your bridal party.
I know.
And, like, find out what her side is first, and then if you are like dealing with, okay, she's asking a bunch of other people, then maybe find something that you could offer up that will make you feel like you're still part of it. Like, talk to your brother, talk to her, and be like, I would love to read something at your wedding, or maybe, I don't know, just like something else that you could be a part of.
I know. It's like, it's hard because you don't want to like throw yourself on other people for their wedding. It's like their thing. But I would feel the same way. I'd be like, wait, I'm not going to be part of that. Like,
I mean, I personally don't think there's anything wrong also with talking to your brother.
No.
If this goes and just being like, okay, like, I don't want to be playing double agent, but like, can you talk to her? Because like, would you be willing to just, I don't necessarily want her to know that it's coming from me, but like, I would really love to be a part of this, and I would love to be in the bridal party. Like,
I know, but then
it just depends. It's so dependent on what her relationship with her brother is.
I know.
Being like,
you just don't want things
but I mean, I don't think
to...
there's anything wrong with saying like, you're asking her brother and she's not asking me. Like, that's
Yeah, maybe if you're like super close to your brother and he's like an emotionally intelligent person.
Well, that's
You know, some guys are just like, I don't know, I'm just letting her do whatever she wants. Like,
and you're like,
you could
use
just
your words.
Did she say anything about like why she wouldn't choose me if you're choosing her brother? Like,
Yeah, like I would think it might be like kind of reciprocal.
because honestly, if the brother, it's just the situation. If your brother hadn't asked her brother, then it wouldn't be weird that she's not asking you.
Our imaginary brother growing up was Johnny.
Yeah.
So your brother Johnny
Yeah.
needs to get his act together.
Well, but like it wouldn't be weird if it wasn't this like reciprocal thing where it's kind of like
right. You're right. It only feels weird because he's asking her brother and she's not then returning that gesture.
Yeah. Which again,
so yeah,
we need to
what her
find some more
side is,
information,
and then we go from there. But like, be prepared that you might not be part of their bridal party,
and you know what? It's gonna be okay.
You're still going to be invited to like the bridal shower. You're still going to be part of this wedding.
At the end of the day, she's going to be your sister-in-law for hopefully the rest of her life and your
maybe
life.
When you get married, you don't invite her to be in the bridal. No,
party.
We're
not. Well, yeah, I mean you wouldn't feel obligated.
I would definitely be like, okay, obligation gone.
But ultimately, I think if you're in a good terms until now, you haven't had any like issues. I mean, we know from this other scenario, we know how annoying it is when the sister-in-law doesn't get along with the sister.
That's true.
So like we want to keep things
that's a positive,
as nice as possible, and like to set up your sister. What'd she say? Like soul sisters or someday sisters. So maybe she does feel that way, but she's torn. So find out some more information. I would play innocent at first, and then you could be like, oh, like I would have loved to, like, you know, I would love to be part of your special day. Like totally understand, like whatever you want, like, you know, in a nice like pass it off, like not like I'm gonna be like rocked for the rest of my life, but you're like, but that's so tough, man. Weddings. What's with the wedding drama?
They're hard. They're really hard.
Find out more information. Get past those guy vague
give
answers.
her the benefit of the doubt at first until you find out more information, I think.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, go with the brother.
And we might be seeing you in a floor length solid color dress.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Oh, well, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Inside Scoop podcast. If you want to be featured on next week's episode, send us a DM on Instagram to the Inside Scoop podcast. All write-ins are anonymous, and we love hearing from you. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.